been around a lot more. I've just been good. So I've, well, I've seen different faces, seen different people. Depends on who I run into. Depends on what master. I haven't really met any proper groups, so I can't say much. Only ones that have really interested me, who come around sometimes, has been a guy named Hunter, which you know. Kevin Ram is quite interesting to say the least. Some of the Aussies are something, but
not as cool as Kiwis, eh?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Whatever, you know that I'm cool as.
But a lot of my connections right now, surprisingly, are involved with the music industry.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Within the Wu Chang.
Wu Chang, Copium.
Yeah, you about to get on the track or what?
Who knows? But like I said, a lot of people I know is currently involved with that.
Yeah. Well, how you making money? You making any money or you just kind of hanging around?
Make money, but it's not my, first and foremost. I'm doing Grime, doing G6. Got, like I said, Kevin Ram. Anytime he has a job, he kind of calls me up. We do shit.
That's good. So go on the legal side?
Only because I don't have someone I can particularly trust that, you know, can risk getting their hands dirty. Can risk.
I mean, but even particularly with these people that you met?
The person I can trust, hunters, are usually only around at times, and, you know, I need more than just him. I need at least 2 people for, or, later in the day, or in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing, mainly, when I'm around, is, finding someone who interests me as much as he did, and seeing if they can literally exist by 3 simple rules.
Yeah.
What's the rules?
Things I told you that fucking Dawn fucked up immediately. For doing shit, no ID. Get a fucking burner phone, or at least a different fucking SIM card. No names.
Yeah, I didn't fuck that up.
No, but Dawn did.
Oh, you don't, yeah.
Yeah. You guys got caught up for something?
No, didn't get caught up for anything, but I didn't particularly like when I told him the 3 simple rules that he ran down there with his ID, his personal phone, and the first person who asked his name, he went, "Oh yeah, I'm Dawn."
Fucking peanut. He actually, I mean, I guess it was my fucking fault as well. I gave him a fucking crowbar, right? Because he was gonna do some work with Sakura. And then, we haven't fucking seen him since. Just fucking disappeared with the fucking crowbar, so that was a waste.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Who was this?
Fucking Dawn.
Nick McDonald or some shit.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, he's a write-off. He's definitely well and truly a fucking write-off. Yeah, I don't even bother fucking calling him anymore.
He's an intern.
Yeah.
I mean, why didn't you just go and do it yourself?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, because of this business thing, I didn't want to get fucking caught and then look, there goes the business shit down the drain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, going down in the sewers isn't illegal.
No, but
even having a crowbar ain't illegal.
It's he's fine doing that. Some, particularly the other stuff which I need a partner for. Chopping, robbing.
And I mean, you heard about the ACs and everything?
I have, but I also have been told by a good friend of mine that the guy has been snitched on. Cops know where he's located, and the cops are watching him like a hawk. I'm not touching him until he moves.
Right. don't blame you. Well, that's good. I mean, it seems like you're being patient, which is probably most important there. And you're still vetting for the right crew. For me, you know, there's been a fallout of sorts several weeks ago, and there's been a recollection of sorts, and you know, still getting the bearings of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, you know, keep doing what I'm doing here with the trucking, the network, and just keep on trucking. To be honest, I mean, for the most part, you know, I want to figure something out to do for the both of you, because I do want to work with you. You know what I mean? Because I consider you guys some close friends of mine, and I want to succeed with you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have that trust there. But you know,
Well, in saying that, you've been doing your business right. Is there anything else that you've been involved with that you can, I suppose, tell us about? That you got in mind?
I mean, nothing in particular. To be honest, that's why I'm here. You know, kind of diving a bit deeper here. You know, seeing like, you know, like Sakura said here. You know, basically finding a partner to chop. But with the legislation out there, I mean, what do you think? You know, the legislation. You know, it happens. It's there. I mean, does that go to say you have to stay clean? What's the stress?
Yeah, I know, that's the thing, right? Fuck, I don't...
Because here's what I'm thinking. Because they got the Eagle Act, right? They said a group. So what goes to say that Crusoe Trucking isn't a group of a network of truckers that we help other people do things with? You know what I mean? And charge a fee for. I mean, to me, until that, you know, I gotta read the legislation. You know what I mean? But you know, for me, that's just off presumption. But you did read it, so is that basically the presumption there? That you know, it works as groups of assistance to the industry jobs, you know? And like you said, you're moving one thing to another, and you're charging a fee for it.
Well, it's $50,000 for the license if you get accepted. And if you have any felonies at all, you can't get your license. If you get fucking later on get a felony, they can strip you of it pretty much.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
that's how it is.
yeah. And yeah, you have to work with what? With the infrastructure that's there at the moment, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's fine, that's it, you know what I mean? Like, that's it.
Right. I mean, for me, what it sounds like is that it's still a possibility on my part. For
Yeah.
you, it may be a possibility on your part, but you might have to change your name. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm
Right.
also thinking, right, what
Like
if, say,
Struts Butchery, right? And then you're collecting the meat from up top in the north at the hunting sites, and you're buying them for a little bit less, and you're taking them down. You get what I mean? That would be a business of convenience for you, and you're providing a thing to the city, right?
yeah.
But you know, that's something a part of that. But you know, the whole processing and what's in place of the current industries. Yeah, I understand you can't be a manager of that. You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
I'm also thinking, right, if I was to, cause like, fuck, I'm getting fucking itchy, you know what I mean? I'm getting itchy for the adrenaline rush of other things. And Sakura's had to raid me in a couple times, but no, you can't do this. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, you know what I mean? And she'll agree that I've been getting itchy. Now, I'm thinking, right, what if I had someone run it for me, right? They get the license, they run it, but go through me, you know what I mean? Someone that 100% it's gonna stay clean. I mean, of course, like that could work, but it's finding someone. Now I'm thinking,
Give me 1 second. Just got really concerned.
yeah,
Guys.
Yeah, no.
we've met a guy. You might have met him. I don't know, called Ben Silly Sai. Have you heard of him?
Right. I think I might have ran into him once upon a time.
Yeah, so he's a therapist. He seems like a very good guy. I've hung with me and Sakura both know him. We've hung out with him a few times now. You know, we get on pretty good with him. And he's a therapist. He's a doctor. He's a clean guy.
Right.
And I'm thinking he could be a candidate to, you know, have the butchery under his name. You know what I mean?
Right. But I mean, for me, I gotta go down and read the legislation there. Because what you're saying is you can't actually do what you're doing, or can you? You know what I mean? I gotta read it.
I can do what I'm doing, but I mean, what I wanted to do in the future, at this point in time, it's pretty much saying is, the way I'm understanding it is, it's a no-go, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
And then what's concerning?
say again?
What was that concerning? Basically, you being the CEO and owner of Raven Butcher? Is that what you're saying?
Well, my concern is that I'm getting itchy. I feel like I want to get my hands dirty, but I also want the butchery, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
Oh.
the other concern is the meat is not going to be able to be processed right without the right machinery into patties and things like that for the restaurants as per plan in the future, by the looks of it.
Right. Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean,
But the hard one.
yeah. I think you just go full forth for the butcher. I mean, how are you gonna end up getting paid, you know?
That's what I'm thinking. At this point in time,
I gotta really read that legislation.
yeah. But, I don't know. I guess, I mean, fuck, I mean, I guess I just go along with what I'm doing, get the license, and then, fuck, I guess I'd, just fucking roll the dice. Don't get fucking caught. Fuck, I don't know.
What are we talking about?
I was thinking about, because I'm getting the fucking itch, but I want to run the butchery.
So then you have to decide what you want to do. So the thing is here, if you have that itch and it's going to take precedent over everything else in your mind, if you're not going to be able to control yourself, there's no way you should be owner of something. I'm going to tell you that blunt straight up. It's like how people want to lead. They want to be in that position, but they do not put effort towards it. They will not put aside their own wants for it. So I think you need to take time and question, do you want to be the owner? Do you want to run this butchery? Or is that itch going to be too much and you're going to slip up? Tell you right now, I wanted to at some point open a seafood business, but I also realized I can be co-owner, I can be a worker, but with the way that I am in particular, I cannot run something because I will eventually get caught. I do know this.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think longevity, and you gotta see, what you want to do. You've been this patient, you know, if you go with the business idea, it's gonna be forever like that. It's gonna be slow and long and grueling, but you'll be the business owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
An entire world will basically be barred off from you.
He's got some thinking to do.
Right. I mean, otherwise, all the time you've reserved has gone to waste here. If you want to go with a life of crime and have a negative bank account and discredit your name, I mean, to me, I'd be more patient to maybe sometime in the future. You know, you gotta just do things. I don't know. It's what you want to do, right? And for me here, Mr. Strat, I mean, you see what I'm doing. I mean, I got a passion for it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna protect everything that I can do beyond my actions,
Well,
so that I don't jeopardize that. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, that's the difference between. But the difference between your business and my business, right? Going forward is, you're making money, and you're always going to be making money. At this point in time, I'm making nothing, and for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be making nothing from it. You know what I mean?
That's right. So, question is, how do you make money doing that? Say you go and you move forward with that. How do you make money, man?
I mean, I can buy the meat and that off people, right? I can butcher it. And I can buy it off the minute. Like you said, I can buy it at a lower price. But the thing is, like, I've got to get people to fucking sell it to me. And then there's the lack of hunters as well, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I need to rely on hunters to hunt. And if the hunters aren't hunting, then I'm at a...
What you gotta do, you gotta own it. You gotta own hunting. You gotta have a team. Then you have the butcher. You sell the fur. You do what you gotta do with all the other shit. You gotta own all that shit. You gotta have all the materials for it, the fur. You gotta be the contact guy for all the guys who wanna buy the fur. That's how you're gonna do it. Not just sitting there in the damn butcher, Mr. Strat. You gotta build a whole goddamn logistical, hierarchical tree over here. I mean, for me, I got little guys with grand vans I can call upon. I got guys with pounders I can call upon, and I got guys with packers I can call upon. You know what I mean? I got these other guys, but to me, right now, there's no required service for the vans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all within good time. I mean,
what's fur and fucking meat going for these days?
Well, you're the butcher. You gotta know these things.
Yeah, I need to go fucking have a look. Yeah, I did know it was I think 25.15 when I last checked, but I think it's changed now.
You gotta get yourself one of them notebooks, put a date on it, have everything categorized. You know what I mean? You gotta get in there, and you gotta start stockpiling the fur. And, yeah, but I mean that's basically if you want to make the ultimate money, beyond the hunting as well, right? Figure out what to do with the carcass and the heads. Might not be out just yet, but I mean, who knows? You gotta do some science. That's the thing, right? That's if you want to own that, right? You want to own the butcher, you want to own that, right? That's what you've been committed to these past few months here. But change is good too, right? Just like the seasons, throughout the year here. I mean, some things blossom, some things die throughout certain seasons. maybe this was your season of dying. Maybe you've come to a realization here. A realization that perhaps you want to do a big change for. It ain't bad. But what Mr. Sakura and I is telling you here is, are you ready to lose it all, huh? You ready to take a step forward? Perhaps, just perhaps, to something that you don't have.